my audience, my outline, and my citations. I'm William/Becca Villella. I am going to be doing an informative speech on Nichelle Nichols. Can a woman in television really make a difference in recruitment of women minorities to the space program? Today I will be giving you information on the great Nichelle Nichols. There are three main ideas that I will be discussing about Nichelle Nichols. I will start with her background, then I will discuss her choice to be Lieutenant Uhura on the infamous show Star Trek. Finally, I will discuss her role in recruiting many more women and minorities into the space program. Let me start by telling you about her background. Nichelle Nichols was born in Robbins, Illinois, near Chicago on December 28, 1932, to a factory worker who also served as mayor and chief magistrate, her father, and to her mother, who was a homemaker. She once said in The Amazing Life of a Trailblazer that there's never been anything that can hold her back. Thus far, she toured with the legendary Duke Ellington in the 1940s as a lead singer and as a dancer. She began acting in 1959 with a film called Porgy and Bess, and she received the NASA Public Service Award in October 1984. During this time, she became Lieutenant Uhura. She died on July 30th, 2022. Now, let us discuss her role as Lieutenant Uhura. She starred as Lieutenant Uhura in 1966. She was one of the first African American women to play a role that wasn't stereotypical, such as a maid or the help. She was about to quit Star Trek until she had an encounter with a man only known as Martin Luther King Jr. And finally, I will talk about how important she was to the recruitment of women and minorities in the space program. She appeared in film promotions to recruit women and people of color to apply to be astronauts. After this promotion, the next class of astronauts had Guy Bluford in it, who was the first African American in space. It also included Sally Ride, the first American woman in space. As stated by NASA Administrator Bill Nelson in the NASA website about how Nichelle Nichols helped NASA break boundaries on Earth and space, Nichelle's advocacy transcended television and transformed NASA. After Apollo 11, Nichelle had made it her mission to inspire women and people of color to join this agency, change the face of STEM, and explore the cosmos. Nichelle's mission is NASA's mission. Today, as we work to send the first woman and first person of color to the moon under Artemis, NASA is guided by the legacy of Nichelle Nichols. He also stated in the same article that Nichelle Nichols was a trailblazing actress, advocate, and dear friend to NASA at a time where Black women were seldomly seen on screen. Nichelle's portrayal as Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek held a mirror up to America that strengthened civil rights. We just talked about the aspects of Nichelle's life, from her humble beginnings and early life, to her involvement in the hit show Star Trek, to her impressive advocacy for women and people of color to join the space program. Nichelle has enlightened us and showed us that anything is possible in her role as Lieutenant Uhura, and provided us with many opportunities to be just like her in the show itself, an astronaut, and in real life.